Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El, and today I have sort of a review and some advice, and I hope you guys listen to me on this one. So let's just go right into it. I'm just going to say right off the bat, right here and now, I had a chance to get early access to this game. First off, I got to say I'm a biggest fan of this franchise. Devil May Cry. Obviously, this is also why I like Bayonetta series. I love the Bayonetta series, mainly because of that, because it's like a sort of like Nintendo's version of Devil May Cry. And I think from the whole series, part 2, I really couldn't stand, but the first one and on, I really dig. I think it's one of the best games that are ever out, best stories. I love the whole story behind it. It was just freaking amazing. And you know, I was looking forward, I'm going to be honest with you, I was always looking forward to it, and I'm sure many of us were, that it would eventually make it to Nintendo or make it to other consoles. I was really happy that it made it to PC. A lot of the games of Devil May Cry, and, you know, including the new one. I was just happy that it was released on, you know, PC, PlayStation 4, and stuff like that. So I wanted it to always be on a handheld system. I always wanted to play it on the Nintendo Switch. Now, obviously, we were all happy when they announced that we're going to do that, but of course, we knew it was going to be a freaking port. Okay, now this port is not like Capcom, what Capcom is known for. Ports at $30, way too overpriced, but I still think this is overpriced, and I still think this is extremely stupid. Now, the fact that they're not releasing it as a collection really ticks me off. They're just releasing part 1, and it's only $20, and it's coming out in well, right here from, you know, because I have an account in almost every freaking country now, so so I can see what they're offering. So outside of the U.S., it's coming out on the 25th, but on the 24th, which is, I believe, a Monday, so on the 24th, a Monday, it's coming out. Now, the thing is, what ticks me off about it is, why on earth wouldn't they release an entire collections package? At least that way it would make sense. Charge $40 and include 1, hell, you know, even 2, 1, 2, and 3. I really hate part 2, but whatever. Give it as a collection and do 1, 2, and 3. But no, what they did is they're releasing them one at a time and at $20 each. Would you freaking pay for a collections package $60? Okay, that's just insane. Now, I gotta, if it was like revamped, like sort of like Resident Evil 2, the remake, you know, which I'm still waiting for it to come to the Switch. I would really love it if that could come to the Switch. Of course, no. Capcom released ports that they charge $30 for it, which is ridiculous. But this is the thing. Now, Capcom is, I'm going to say, extremely rip-offish. Okay, I don't know how to say it in a better way, but it's just so freaking annoying. It's unbelievable. Because the fact that they're releasing it like that only shows that they're just kind of wanting to see the money, you know, coming in and all that. Now, if it was a remake, I would say that's fine. But you can literally tell they're just trying to make money off of these ports, to squeeze as much as they can off these ports. Now, if you're a business, I get it. You know, that's what businesses do. This is how they stay afloat. But we all know that this thing is way too overpriced for what it is. Now, normally, I would say ports cost a lot of money to make, and because of that, it's worth $20. Unfortunately, this thing, if you guys play it, and you will play it, I got early access to play this thing, and I'm going to say right off the bat that this game is like PlayStation 2, you know, sort of like, you guys remember when I did videos on my DVX camcorder, when it was standard definition back in the day. Then, you know, HD came along, which is the HVX 200. So people that couldn't afford the HVX 200, myself, which I got later on, about a year later, but I couldn't afford it when it just came out. It was too expensive. What we ended up doing was Instant HD, a plugin that would let you up-res the standard definition into high definition. And this is exactly what the hell's going on here. It's exactly the same freaking game. The same port of the same game with the same glitches and the same issues. Exactly the same, just up-resed. Okay? There's absolutely no extra work being done. I don't care if they have a behind the scenes one day and they say, look how we did it. It's bullshit. Go ahead and look it up. Play it when it comes out if you want. Try to look for somebody who has it and paid the $20. I absolutely agree. I absolutely am telling you that you are not going to dig that. You guys are going to say, this is exactly the PlayStation being up-resed. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly the feeling you're going to get. Everything is exactly the same thing with the glitches and everything included. It's exactly the same thing, just up-resed. It's horrible to pay $20 for a game that they just slapped an up-res on it. And no, that's not hard to do a game like that. And no, it's not hard to port a game like that when you do it this way. And no, it does not require that amount of money, of tons of money, to go and release a port, okay? Direct port that just had an up-res slapped on it compared to a regular port that even, whatever. The thing is, there's very minimal effort being done on Capcom's side. They're not daring themselves to go and actually work with Nintendo and release the bigger games like Resident Evil Remake, all of the Resident Evil 2 Remake, or even come out with a Resident Evil 1 Remake. Try to make something exclusive for the Switch. Capcom and Nintendo had great relationships. If you guys can remember all the way back to Mega Man days and all these cool things. Capcom always had a very good relationship with Nintendo, but something just doesn't look right. It's like they're almost deliberately trying to give the bare minimum just to say, here, all right, we'll be cool. Here, we'll give you some crap. And screw the Nintendo fans when they don't realize the Nintendo fans are the major fans of Capcom, which is like so stupid the way they treat us like second-class citizens. And I do not support stupid games like that. And I'm calling it stupid because it's a port. Okay, a direct port with no effort done on it. The game was nice. I love part 1. Would I pay $20? Hell no. Would I, give positive reinforcement by slapping in $20 to show my support for them porting a game and doing absolutely no work? Hell no. I will not support that in any way possible. I'm so glad I got an early chance to play that game so I can warn y'all. Do not buy this game. Wait till it drops down in price. NBA Live, NBA 2K19 was $2.99. For some reason, they raised it again, but was $2.99 in the great sale. Wait till it's like about $10, then it's worth it. For $20, hell no. 15, maybe. 20, not in a million years. There's so many other games coming out right now that you could save your money for. There's so many freaking games coming out that it's just like Nintendo has such a great lineup right now of games coming out that why on earth would anybody want to slap $20 for part 1, a direct port, a direct, PlayStation up-resed port. That it looks exactly the same. You might as well play it on an emulator on your phone for free. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Now, I know some of us are big fans, like myself. We're big fans of Devil May Cry. We might be a little bit slap happy over it, that we just don't care and we'll just shell out the $20. But with that, I'm letting you guys know when you spend that kind of money, $20 on it, when you're spending any kind of money on it, you're showing support for them mistreating us. That's really the reality of it. Capcom has given us the bare minimum and expect to get high prices for it. That Resident Evil series thing that they're releasing, the remakes, with just the direct port and all that crap, I mean, that's like a big spit in the face of every one of the Nintendo Switch owners that they're charging $30 for it. Ridiculous. When they came out with collections that had all of them together, that's not going to amount to $90. That sold for $40 on eBay, or even, let's say, even if that's $60 for all the parts. It's just so stupid what Capcom is doing, and us Nintendo fans are eating it up, and it's not good for us to show that kind of support for such a stupid strategy and movement on their end. So anyways, I got to play the game. It's a direct port. If you played it before, you'll play it now, and you won't see any difference. It's just been up-resed, and you could literally tell it's been up-resed. It has the same glitches, even these special spots that you shiver like this. Like, it has the shivering. It's like when they did the Resident Evil 4 port. They just slapped an up-res on it. It's exactly the same thing. It even has the same glitch where I used to get stuck in the graveyard. If you walk like sideways like this on the gravestone, you get stuck on the gravestone. It has the same exact glitches because it's the same freaking game. They just ported it over, mapped out the controls, and slapped an up-res on it, and said, here you go, Nintendo suckers, pay $30. So now it's 20 bucks. 20 freaking dollars for a direct port. I would say 15 is even too much to spend on it, but I would say 15 would be fine. 10 to 15 bucks at most to spend for this game, and I'm not showing no damn support for anybody who's trying to market a direct port to us Nintendo fans to try to insult us with that crap and then expect us to pay a high damn freaking price for it. It just doesn't work that way. Okay? The game looks absolutely the same thing. Okay? It's a great game. You know, if you guys never played it before and you feel like playing it, you know, what am I going to tell you? You want to buy it, buy it. But it's going to be dated graphics. You're going to literally see how dated it is. You're not going to feel like it's been worked on. You're going to kind of feel like one of those games that you play on an emulator with a really weak computer. Really, that's what it's like. Because at least in the emulators, you can improve the resolution, not just up-res it. You know, when you up-res everything, doesn't really give it that smooth look. You can tell it's been up-resed compared to a game that was done all the way up and was up-resed, or where you're doing it through an emulator where you're really working with everything and you can actually up-res it in a better... See, there's different types of up-res. When you up-res through an emulator, you can actually make the graphics smooth playing around with PC things like you know, what is it called? Like you can use anti-aliasing. You could use so many other features on a PC. But anti-aliasing, for example, would give it that smooth look. It would make everything look really flush, really, really flawless. And you could just get great gameplay out of it. This thing does not look like that. So it's not like it's even up-resed in a clever way. It's up-resed in an extremely stupid way. So that's, you know, I just don't think that these kind of games deserve our money or deserve even our attention until Capcom decides and sees, wait a second, nobody's buying this crap. Let me see what's going on. They send their internet research teams, which every company has if they're smart. I'm sure they have it. And they look and they say, well, because Nintendo Switch people don't want to, they're tired of being treated like second-class citizens. They will not pay into this bullshit. So we need to come out with a game. Right now, the Switch is hot. It's doing better. It's completely conquering the stock market compared to other consoles. So what do you have to do? We have to get on this freaking, on this train, on this gravy train. We got to do our best. Like, we got to ride on its coattails. What do we got to do? We got to cater to the Nintendo fans. That's exactly what's going to happen. And if not, you know what? I don't care. Because Bayonetta did a great job kicking butt and taking names and being the perfect replacement for Devil May Cry. So I really don't, that's what I call it, a replacement, even though it's like their version of it. But, of course, I dig, you know, I dig the stripper looks and all that stuff that they do. It's pretty cool. But the thing is, I'm happy with Bayonetta 3 because I know, you know, Nintendo is going to put everything they have behind that game. Where this thing is, where Capcom just doesn't give a rat's ass about anybody else but themselves, and they're treating us like dirt. So if we don't show that, they're going to say, well, we got to up, you know, Bayonetta 3. So what do we got to do that's coming out soon, whenever? So we got to come out with a different game. Let's come out with Devil May Cry 5. Let's come out with, you know, a remake of Devil May Cry 1 and make it exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. Stuff like that. Let's release a collection pack of Devil May Cry, which they should have done. 1, 2, and 3, even though 2 sucks. And release it for $40 or $30 or whatever. That would have been cool. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen until there is a... You know, until the Nintendo fans actually do not forgive this, especially fanboys of Capcom. We need to show we don't give a rat's bagone about this until we get what we want. This is a giant spit in our faces, and that's what Capcom is doing over and over again. I do not support it. The only thing I liked was Mega Man 11, and that was great. I mean, it even came with a collector's pack that released all kinds of cool stuff. That's fine, but everything else is just... It stinks. However you cut it, it stinks. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. As always, independent channel here, self-funded. That's why I give you guys the absolute truth. I ain't going to be paid to tell you something is good. Let me know what you guys think. This is our community. This is our channel. So support this channel by liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. There's many more videos to come, but definitely I want to hear what you guys have to say about this, because I am definitely curious to hear. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye. As always, guys, if you like what you see, self-funded here, be sure to check out all my other stuff, from mini-series to unboxings to technology, you know, and Nintendo reviews and 3D printer reviews and all that good stuff. If you like what you see, the only way you can help the channel is by liking this video, subscribing, and hitting that bell button. As many more cool videos to come. Definitely want you guys in it, and I want you guys to be vocal. Definitely comment down below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.